First open was a mess. Like, a real mess. Everything that could have just went wrong. What happened? What are my proposed fixes? That's something that we're gonna look at in this video. Also, guys, before we start, I would like to introduce you to my new channel. This channel is gonna be mostly about competitive stuff. So about the guys, how to get better as a player. So if you like this content, leave a like, leave a subscribe. Tell me in comments what you would like me to improve on, because, I'm still learning with YouTube. But, let's get at it now and let's see what happened in Open. Some of you guys might be wondering what is Open, because, you're not in competitive stuff and everything. It's a new way that Riot introduced how to play competitive. And it's the main tournament that happens now every month. And you get a lot of money as well, like way how to qualify to Worlds. So yeah, this is like the competitive system now. It's called Open because it's open to everybody as well. First issue that was actually said that it's gonna be repaired till next Open was closed decklist issue. Closed decklist is of course like something that most of the competitive players just hate, because sometimes you just get hit by some random judgment, but otherwise it wasn't that big issue. We're gonna get much worse. Second, much worse issue in my opinion was matchmaking issue. That you could mate like random people, like you were 8-0 and you could mate somebody that's 0-2, and the matchmaking just made no sense. Like some server players made it to top because he just was meeting server players, but somebody like Drizzot was, for example, meeting like only good players during his run. So yeah, that's something that was like also addressed by Rioters, that it should get fixed, that you actually, if you have like 5-1, you're gonna meet like only people with 5-1 in the future. So that's something that also was promised to fix, but of course like people hated it because yeah, it was a mess, right? Like meeting silver players and like meeting Majin Bay, it's different, right? Third issue was like very funny because the issue, I would call it like it was time frame issue, because we actually didn't know when the Open starts and when the Open closes, because there were like three different times, and we were like, what is actually, what is the right one, what is the wrong one? And a lot of people got actually screwed because of that, because yeah, people thought that they have one more hour, but they actually didn't. For example, that happened to Teddy. He had 8-0, so he was like able to make it to 9-0 because Teddy is a very correct player, but he got just cut. He couldn't play, and he's ended at 8-0, and yeah, that just happened, and that like was so bad, right? Also, some people were just waking up early, so they they could play the earliest as possible, but the Open wasn't open. And yeah, I think that was like very unacceptable thing, and I really hope that it's gonna change in the future. Fourth issue was really funny one, because you could have changed your PC time and play earlier. And yeah, that's pretty, that's something that I used to do in like mobile games when I was like kid, in offline games when I didn't want to wait. And yeah, this is like that's something that I think just should not happen to online games, and these especially tournament that are locked for some time as well. Like I think it's so easy to fix, because like only thing that you need to change is like that the system is not looking at your PC time but just looking at server time. And yeah, it's like kind of funny thing, but I don't think it should be happening to company as a Riot. Last topic is the most controversial one, because some people broke rules, some people cheated. How did they cheat, you might be asking? Well, in TOS, when you're logging in, you agree that you are using only one account. Though, these people that made it very far, it was top 4 and finalists in EU, played on their man. They did poorly, and they didn't just switch to their Smurf. How to punish these people? Because you don't know if they did it on purpose, if they actually didn't know that it was in TOS. Do you permap them, as Ruben said like 2 months ago, or do you just like not give them prize pool? I think that not giving the prize pool and like maybe giving them some warning should be the best case scenario. But some people believe that it should be just permaban, because it's so obvious that you can play multiple times, and yeah, I can see that. Also, how you make sure that it doesn't happen again, because some people can be like, oh, that wasn't me, that was just my brother, my brother wanted to try and he just did amazingly and he just won the tournament. it's so hard for Riot, and it's gonna be so hard for them to actually figure out how to do this. But I do believe in them in this situation, and yeah, please guys, don't cheat, don't do this, don't play it multiple times. Thank you. But yeah, how do you think Riot should punish these people? How do you think Riot should repair these issues? Leave your opinion in the comments, and I'm looking forward for our next video. Yeah, thank you for watching. See ya next time.